Hey Columbus, it's Mike Kilburn here.
And I'm Renee Joseph. Welcome to Out and About Columbus, where we explore the coolest spots in our city.
And this week we're diving into some incredible local businesses, including a historic 110-year-old restaurant.
Plus, if you're a Buckeye fan, you won't want to miss our segment on custom-made personalized blankets.
And for seafood lovers, we've got the scoop on fresh catches delivered straight to your table 24 hours out of the water.
So stick around, there is much more in store. It's going to be a fantastic weekend adventure. Out and About Columbus starts now. Discover this hidden gem in Mount Vernon. We'll take you inside the Alcove Restaurant and Lounge, a century-old treasure renowned for its in-house dinner theater and commitment to sourcing local ingredients.
The Alcove's been here for over 110 years. It started out in 1911 as a candy store and ice cream shop. Transgressed over the years through the 1900s, starting to do sandwiches and explore outside of the candy and ice cream. 2017, the current owners bought it and turned it into this beautiful establishment that we have here today. And we are one of the only upscale fine dining restaurants within 30 miles of here. We've really been able to make a name for ourselves in the last 5 to 6 years, growing a lot more popularity. We actually have a lot of regular clientele from the north end of Columbus, being this far up north as we are. We try to source as local products as we can. Our pork chop, lamb that's coming up on the new menu is also a domestic lamb. We work a lot with a local butcher that only sources local meat on the Block and Cleaver in Newark. It's really about the associates and the people that work here, the time and dedication. Everybody is very committed, not only just this beautiful dining room that we have for regular dining room service Monday through Saturday evenings. We have the garden room, which is most suitable for baby showers, rehearsal dinners. It's a little bit smaller of a room, but still very elegant like the rest of the dining room. And then we have a much larger banquet room that we tend to do. That's where we do our dinner theater. Best place to go is to alcoverestaurant.com. From there, you can do just about everything. You can even purchase your tickets for dinner theater on there. That ticket comes with a 3-course meal. We have offerings of prime rib, salmon, chicken, or a vegetarian option as well. You can see the menus on there. There's just all the information there that you would want.
Journey into the world of youth sports, we're showcasing Flag Football Fanatics, a vibrant nonprofit organization empowering kids through co-ed flag football. They utilize premier stadiums while fostering teamwork skills and unforgettable memories.
Back in 2009, Flag Football Fanatics was created to fill a void for youth athletes, not only to enjoy the sport of flag football, but also to grow mentally and just get the physical exercise that they need. It's grown quite a bit since the launch. About 6,500 kids on any given season. Some changes that we're super excited about in the flag football world is the announcement of it being in the Olympics. It'll be a very cool opportunity for these kids to see what their possibilities are in the flag football world. We're also super excited to join initiatives that are supporting these young athletes and their mental well-being. There's a bunch of exciting events and initiatives that families can look forward to in the near future. We have a tournament held at Cincinnati Bengals Stadium. That's going to be November 23rd and 24th. We have our Pink Out Bowl, which we're going to be donating a portion of the proceeds to a breast cancer awareness foundation. In the spring, we do tournaments at Ohio State Stadium, so they really have an opportunity to play at some of the world-class stadiums in Ohio. We're very proud of the facilities that these young athletes are able to play at. You guys can sign up now. Our spring registration is open. Don't miss out on the action. We can be reached at our cell phone number, 614-437-5252, or you can visit our website, and that's going to be playfanatics.com. Our social medias, you can reach us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and those are going to be Play Fanatics.
We're diving into a fascinating story about a home makeover with Freedom Windows. Freedom Windows is all about top-notch service and quality, never any high-pressure sales tactics.
Well, Ryan, good to be back with Freedom Windows.
Good to be here with you.
You know, I love coming out and seeing some of the projects that you do and some of the differences that you make in some of these homes. Tell us a little bit about this one behind us.
We're over here in Deer Run, beautiful, beautiful neighborhood here in Powell. These are about 30-year-old homes, and they have those old wood casement windows with that old oak on the inside. The outside has this, kind of aluminum cladding on it. And what happens is over the years, water just kind of seeps back inside that aluminum cladding, tends to kind of rot up the wood part of the windows. So what they wanted to do is not only just replace them, but really upgrade the windows. Really meets the new energy efficiency standards that we have today. And we've changed the colors. We did this really dark oil rub bronze on the windows, but on the inside, instead of that old wood oak look, we're doing all new bright white, and it just really modernizes the home. And these are big, beautiful homes, so there's a ton of glass, a ton of windows, and replacing them with new efficient windows is really going to change the heating and cooling budget.
What kind of impact do you think that would have on the heating and cooling budget?
Yeah, nowadays if you go with a nice Energy Star product, which has come up a long ways, you're looking at roughly 30 to 40%.
Wow, that's major. That's major.
Yeah, the U.S. Department of Energy shows these statistics where if you get a certain type of product, you're going to save. They actually show 40%.
Were there any challenges in actually doing this job?
The only challenges here, some real big picture windows. The backyard has 3 elevations with a beautiful pool in the backyard. So, working around the customer's beautiful stuff that they have in their home, that's always a challenge because we want to make sure that we leave the house exactly how we found it. You can reach us at 614-798-1133, or you can see us online at thefreedomwindow.com.
After the break, we have an exciting segment featuring a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business where sport meets comfort.
Discover their unique team-branded, personalized sports blanket. That coming up straight ahead.
Our strongest memories are family and food. Those memories will flood back when you try CJ's Soul Food in Polaris. With soul classics like ribs and greens to pork chops with savory mac and cheese, CJ's has it all. CJ's Soul Food, your soul food destination with signature cocktails and entertainment, has birthed a new age of soul here in Columbus. Located in Polaris, book your table now at cjsoulfood.com.
Get ready for a sugary adventure at Donna's Delicious Dozen. We'll explore the art of crafting custom donuts from mouth-watering toppings to unique flavor combinations.
Well, my name is Tracy, and Donna came from my grandmother. She is my absolute favorite person, and we decided when we wanted to name the shop, I say we, me and my husband, we decided we wanted to come up with something that meant something to us. And immediately Donna came to mind because she has been a beacon of light for me my entire life. What makes us different from other donut shops is that we are a made-to-order donut shop. So all our donuts are made to order. You come in, you don't see donuts stacked in cases. We fry them. As soon as you order, we top them. We are not your typical donut shop, so we have very little waste. When we have leftover donuts at the end of the evening, leftover batter, we fry those donuts. We make cake pops out of those. We offer gluten-free, safe for celiacs. We have a separate gluten-free fryer with a separate topping station. We also have a food truck that goes around the entire city doing festivals, weddings, corporate events, you name it, you can book us for that. And we also offer catering. You can find us at donnasdeliciousdozen.com, and there is a little clip on there about me and my grandmother, but please come in, stop in and see us, or find us on our food truck.
C&J Basement Solutions has saved customers thousands of dollars. This customer talked to several companies after his basement walls began to bow in.
Let's talk a little bit about your problem that you had with your basement. What was the first problem that you encountered?
Well, we had flooding back in 2016. Called the insurance, and the insurance company brought in a contractor to basically put in some, I'll call it braces and stuff like that, and that would prevent the wall from coming in anymore. The leakage wasn't from the wall. The leakage was because our sump pump failed. In June, they came in and did an inspection and said the back wall to our backyard had to be replaced, and quoted a pretty substantial cost for that. It was in the $40,000. After I started over the weekend, started thinking about it, started digging. My wife started digging into looking at possible other alternative contractors that do basement work. C&J were the last ones to actually come in, offered us a better solution, which was all interior.
There was 3 different contractors that came in with inside solutions. What was the range that they were quoting you to fix the problem.
Oh, yeah, anywhere from $15,000 to $30,000.
So what was C&J's cost and their solution? How did you feel about that?
They were below $10,000, and we were very appreciative. Plus, they had an air test as well as get the moisture out of the air down in the basement. I'd say definitely call them first. Their people seems very knowledgeable. When you sat back and thought about what you heard, a lot of them were just marketing their solution, fitting it into your house. What I felt with C&J, they were looking at what the situation was. I think we're real happy so far. And again, it's a 2-day process. Most of these we're going to take a week. Good quality, good professional work is always cheaper.
In this segment, we showcase Field Fans, where sport meets comfort. Discover their unique team-branded personalized sports blanket, all proudly made in the USA. Plus, learn about their inspiring story as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business.
Field Fans started in 2015. I am classified as a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business. I was hurt while I was in the Air Force. Field Fans is a company that focuses on licensed sports products, but we have a niche. We look for underserved products. We try to bring those out to the public, and that's why we've been so successful. So our featured product today is our brand new Made in the USA blankets that are branded with your favorite team, as well as you can personalize it so you can add your name to it or numerous other things to you. So it's really neat. It's made in North Carolina, and they are personalized. We have an Ohio State license, and we're very proud of that. So we decided to start off with having Mike Kilburn and give him a blanket to show how neat it is to have one. And then we also will show you one with Brutus Buckeye. We are adding additional more. Bowling Green just approved us. We also have Central Michigan University. We have other products just depending on the school, but we also have a Lee, if you're a Lee Greenwood fan, with his song God Bless the USA, we made a doormat with Lee, who he endorses it, and it's really neat. And we're going to have a veterans blanket up in the next week or two, where if you're a veteran, you can go ahead and order what it is, and then add your name, and a percentage of a donation will go to a veterans charity. These make great gifts, and if you want to contact me, you can go to fieldfans.com, or you can send an email at info@fieldfans.com, and we're happy to get right back to you.
Coming up, get ready to explore a treasure trove of creativity.
In this upcoming segment, we'll unveil unique handmade Ohio goods crafted by talented local artisans. Stay with us. Need to get away from it all? Spend a night surrounded by luxury and serenity with Cabins by the Caves in the beautiful Hocking Hills. Whether a besties weekend or romantic getaway, Cabins by the Caves has packages perfect for every occasion. From massages to in-room chefs and so much more, they'll arrange it. You just show up to the cabin and relax. So for more information about the cabins or to book your stay, call 877-322-2283 or go to cabinsbythecaves.com.
It's football game day, and that means getting some snacks and Buckeyes from Tropical Nut and Fruit. It's a great time to add their premium snack mixes, nuts, seeds, dried fruit, and candies to your game day. Alicia told us more.
Well, Alicia, good to be back at Tropical Nut and Fruit.
Thanks for stopping by, Mike.
You know, I know we got all the kids back at school now, but you know, it's football season. And boy, I tell you, you got the stuff to really enjoy those football games on the weekend.
Yeah, we're all about the Buckeyes in here. You know, it's funny because not only do we have, Buckeye colored food items and candy items, but we actually carry chocolate, Buckeyes, and they're made by a local supplier, and people love the Buckeyes, and it's a delicious way to celebrate your favorite team. And you can come in here and buy tailgating snacks. You can buy gift boxes and local IPAs to support Ohio, and just anything and everything for a tailgating party, for a party, for gifts, whatever you're looking for.
And while we're getting those snacks, you got a good selection, anyway, of craft beer. And I know you kind of rotate that in and out.
We do. And actually, a lot of times the seasonal offerings kind of come and go. Like you'll see, more like apple ciders and pumpkin and different things kind of make its way in during the fall football season. And then once they're done, they're done. We don't get them back. So if that's something that you enjoy, you need to come by and check out the local selections, the seasonal favorites, and take advantage of it. We're at 3150 Urban Crest Industrial Drive. We're open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6 and Saturday from 9 to 3.
Utzi's farm is busy as we move toward fall. Greg Utzi told me how the drought is affecting the crops, where produce prices are, and if you want to find pumpkins and Halloween decorations, Utzi has you covered. So, Greg, you know, one of the things that we've been faced with is this drought. I think we're 10 to 12 inches under where we should be. How's that impacting things?
Well, we're seeing that in our grain crops. We're soybean and corn farmers also. Yields are cut probably 20% is what we're seeing right now. Dust is crazy. I've never seen anything like it this year. It is so dry, so powder dry, and you just can't even see what you're doing anymore.
So how's that impacting other produce and things that you're getting in?
Well, of course, we're getting towards the end of the year, but a lot of this produce is irrigated. Ohio stuff is still doing great. We have tomatoes, cucumbers, green peppers, zucchini, and then, of course, from Michael Farms in Urbana, we're buying sweet corn from them because our sweet corn's done. Sweet corn, cabbage, green beans, and potatoes. And, you know, they're just down the road from us. Those guys do a great job. And, of course, outside, we've got all the decorations that people like to decorate their front porches and stuff. People coming over to watch the big games. And we've got all that fall stuff, pumpkins and everything.
Well, the one thing I wanted to ask you, when are people going to start ordering turkeys? Because we're not that far, actually, from Thanksgiving. And I know that you got to have a lot of lead time for the turkey farm.
Right. Funny you should ask. I got the email this morning. And, of course, we've got till November 1st to order this year, so you got a month to go. Prices, we haven't set yet. We're comparing to what we paid last year, and if it's going to go up, I'm sure it's going to go up. Everything's up a little bit, but we'll keep that price as low as we can. Of course, check us out at utzisfarmmarket.com. We're on Facebook. We're south of Plain City off of Route 42, Converse Huff Road.
Explore Sweat House, where innovative wellness meets relaxation. Equipped with infrared saunas, cold plunges, and vitamin C showers, all designed to boost your well-being.
So Sweat House is a contrast therapy studio. We're scientifically proven to improve your mental and physical health. Our private suites contain an infrared sauna, vitamin C shower, and your cold plunge. So our members or first-timers will come in. They have access to all 3 amenities. So we recommend starting off with the sauna, 20 to 45 minutes per session, building up to 90 minutes during a week. After that, they'll step out, get into the vitamin C shower, and then it's up time for the cold plunge, which is about a 3 to 5 minute session. Again, all of this is build your way up to, looking for about 11 minutes or more in a week. So right now at our Worthington location, we're offering viewers $10 off of a first session. And at our second location to come in Grandview on West 5th Avenue, we're in our founding membership stage. So we're offering 2 free sessions a few days before our studio is set to open at about mid-October. And right now we're giving awesome discounts on membership rates. The physical benefits are pretty standard. Athletes have been doing this for years, but what we're finding is the mental benefits is what is our members are most drawn to. So the discipline of being in the heat of the sauna. So infrared technology is different than a regular sauna. Infrared is actually going to heat you rather than the air around you. So it's bringing out all the toxins. It's getting that blood flowing. We then shower off in the vitamin C shower. So the vitamin C filter that we have on there is great for the hair, skin, and nails. And then you go into the cold plunge. So the benefits for the cold plunge is now we're going to constrict the blood vessels. It helps with any joint pain, reducing inflammation. At our Worthington location, you can call 614-618-3898, or you can go to sweathouse.com, and we'd be happy to get you signed up for that first session.
Coming up, get ready to tantalize your taste buds with fresh seafood.
Yeah, delivered from the pier to your plate. Most seafood arrives within 24 hours of being out of the ocean. That coming up a little later. Introducing the grand reopening of a beloved classic. After 77 years in the making, Michael's Goody Boy is back better than ever. Craving comfort food that hits all the right spots? Look no further than Michael's Goody Boy. Say hello to our signature dishes crafted with love and flavor, guaranteed to make your taste buds dance with joy. So hustle on over to Michael's Goody Boy and tantalize your taste buds, because at Michael's, every bite is pure goodness. You won't want to miss out on this tasty reunion. Michael's Goody Boy, satisfying craving one delicious bite at a time. In this segment, we explore cover-to-cover children's books, where timeless classics meet exciting new tales. Engage with events like story time, writing workshops, and special visits from authors. Come celebrate the magic of reading.
Cover to Cover is unique as an all-children's bookstore that's been serving the community for over 40 years. And of course, we're going to have great titles in stock, but you're also going to discover titles that you rarely find in big box stores. Additionally, you will also be served by expert booksellers that will give you the perfect gift or the perfect next read for your family. Whenever somebody walks into Cover to Cover, they will always receive a warm, authentic welcome. At Cover to Cover, we're staffed by experts. In fact, many of them are librarians and former teachers. If you look throughout our store, you'll see beautiful covers of all the books. We've tried to face out as many books as possible. And for our educator friends, we've enhanced all sorts of things, including book fairs and author school visits. Educators can learn more over at covertocoverchildrensbooks.com. We love partnering with authors and illustrators, and that's continuing to grow. In fact, we have story times every Saturday at 10 a.m. We're getting more and more out into the community, and we love partnering with schools and educators, as well as nonprofits and other organizations. In fact, you'll continue to see us over at the Columbus Book Festival, the Ohioana Book Festival, and many new neighborhood events. Yeah, you can contact us and learn more through our website at covertocoverchildrensbooks.com, or you can visit us right here in the historic Mallway district of Upper Arlington, Columbus, Ohio.
Absolute Hearing Solutions can help you navigate the sometimes confusing world of insurance for hearing aids. Greg told Mike about how your insurance may cover your hearing aids.
You know, last time I was here, we talked about buying these over the counter since the FDA approved hearing aids that you can buy over the counter, and we learned a lot about that. You know, one of the questions I've had is insurance. You know, you hear about hearing aid insurance. What does hearing aid insurance cover? What is that exactly?
Well, that is a very loaded and busy question. But so it all depends on how your insurance and then your employer is set up. So typically when you have insurance, you're working for somebody, they set up your insurance plan and they set everything up. So if you have hearing aid coverage, it all depends on how your HR department or whoever's in charge of insurance sets it up. Other companies, when you retire, you go into Medicare now. And that's now in the last few years, Medicare, the supplements now have hearing aid coverage. They change every single year, but we help manage that. We have to actually go into the insurance company's portal to find out what the rules and regulations. And I will tell you, it's very, very confusing for patients, but that's one thing that we do really well here.
Yeah. I just want to remind everybody about your background in hearing aids before you actually got into the practice. What did you do?
Oh, I used to travel around the United States in helping different dealers with their hearing aids. So I dealt with the ENTs, the audiologists, and dispensers, and just help them control some of their costs and actual with sales. So I learned a lot about how each individual place worked, and I said, I'm going to take that idea, and that's kind of what we've done here. And that's where we're ranked again, number one facility in Columbus for the Columbus Dispatch top picks. And we just try to treat people right and give them great service. Yeah. Reach us at the www.absolutehearingsolutions.com or call us at the number below.
Junior Achievement of Central Ohio is transforming the uncertainty of today into a promising tomorrow for students. Their innovative programs are designed to ignite hopes and dreams, equipping the next generation for success.
The mission of Junior Achievement is to prepare young people, ages kindergarten through the 12th grade, for work and for life. We do that by teaching them financial literacy, workplace skills, and entrepreneurialism. Traditionally, we've done that in this learning center and schools around the community. Now we're excited that we're going to be able to take it to a new learning center out in Newark to expand our mission further out into the state. Yeah, there are three ways. So first is our traditional BizTown program, where we teach fifth graders how to run a small business with a CEO and a CFO and a head of sales and a head of marketing, and over the course of the day, their job is to turn a profit. The second is something called Finance Park, which is a relatively new program where we teach 7th and 8th graders about financial literacy. When they walk in the morning, they get a persona. They might be married, they might be single, have kids, don't have kids, and then we work with them throughout the course of the day to set a budget for everything: housing, transportation, utilities, food, and beverage, obviously, and they understand how hard it is to actually make ends meet. And then the third way is something called, which might be my favorite, is something called the Career Speaker Series, where we go out into the high schools and we tell kids in middle school or in high school what our careers are, and more importantly, what our career journey has been. So two things. One, the impact you can have on young people. So when you watch a fifth grader walk in the morning real shy and at the end of the day has become a CEO, that's a very rewarding experience. Two, it's fun to have kids understand what it takes in terms of financial literacy to hold a family together from a financial standpoint. And then I always get a kick out of going into the classroom and telling people my story, my journey, what I do for a living, and then fielding the questions that come from these kids. Everything from how much money do you make, how many hours do you work, have you been fired, have you fired somebody? If you would like to volunteer, we can be reached at centralohio.ja.org.
Discover Colo Market and Oyster Bar's exquisite lobster rolls and fresh oysters. This family-owned gym connects you to sustainable seafood.
All right, there's no wrong way to eat an oyster, but I do want to taste the oyster. So I'm going au natural, or I'm going a little splash of lemon, though we try not to make judgment if you do want to add. We offer our house cocktail sauce, some fresh cut horseradish, and our own house mignonette. We also do these adorable branded Tabasco. Can't go wrong with a little Tabasco. But yeah, no wrong way to eat an oyster as long as you're coming here to eat them. That's exactly why we wanted to open an oyster bar in landlocked Columbus, because you don't have that kind of thing around here. We've been doing restaurant supply for almost 15 years, so we spend a lot of time in Boston back and forth, and everywhere you walk in, there's lobster rolls and oysters and things, place to sit down and have a drink and have a bite. So we kind of wanted to recreate that New England feel right here in Columbus. And we thought, what better place to do it than the historic North Market? We had a dozen years of experience and relationships before we ever moved in here with, fishermen and suppliers out on the East Coast mainly. There's a crazy stat, like 96.5% of North American seafood touches down in Boston one way or another. So having those relationships and a decade's worth of relationships with salesmen and fishermen and boat lines and suppliers and purveyors out there kind of helps us get a grasp on what's being caught today, what I can get in my hands tomorrow, and what can be out to the restaurant that same day. That's kind of how we've made our name, is freshness, quality, and we should be able to beat anybody's price because we're the direct wholesaler. You can find us on Instagram at coastallocalseafood.com. That's where you're going to see all of our daily and weekly specials coming out of the kitchen mostly. You can also find us at coloseafood.com. Colo is just an abbreviation of Coastal Local, so C-O-L-O, seafood.com.
Well, thanks for tuning in to Out and About Columbus, and remember to mention us if you pay a visit to any of the businesses featured here today. And catch up on any segments you missed at onacolumbus.com, and check out our news section for the latest articles and recipes. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more fun content. Renee, what can our viewers look forward to on next week's show?
Next week, we're diving headfirst into our spooktacular extravaganza. Because let's face it, Halloween is creeping up faster than a zombie on roller skates. Everything from pumpkin patches that look like they belong in a fairy tale to the spookiest haunts Central Ohio has to offer. Hold on to your broomsticks, folks, because we're giving away a whole bunch of tickets. You definitely don't want to ghost us on this one.
Until next time, have a fantastic week. Would you like your business to make an appearance on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. We're taking you around Ohio to all the best places to see and do this season. Whether it's local favorites, amazing destinations, and everything in between. Rain or shine, we take you there. Closed captioning brought to you by Explore Hocking Hills. The heat of summer is upon us, and it's a wonderful time to visit the Hocking Hills. For more information, go to exploreHockingHills.com.